Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Well, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On the ground with a tight end. And he will take it in for the Cowboys score.
Jake Ferguson
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
No, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And some room to maneuver. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on third. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him a gain of 37. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins now. Dancing to his left. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, we're good.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins now to throw on first down. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Following the interception, Cousins.
Going for Jefferson downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Final play of the half. Prescott going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Marr on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give here to Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Cook up the gut. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Throwing, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph now to have the PAT.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played,
and now here is another interception. And the count.